let's do the player ratings. David Dreyer. There's only a couple of times I felt like he was taking a bit too much time on the ball and he was scaring me a little bit. But in terms of handling the crosses and all that, I think he did really well. That's what you need to do. When Man City is getting corners and free kicks and all that, and they're putting in crosses, you need a goalkeeper to come and collect the ball and, waste a bit of time. He got a yellow card for it, but he was taking away all the pressure from us, and I really love that. And I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. A clean sheet away at Man City is not easy to do. 8 out of 10 for him. Next up, Kivio, left back. It's so hard. It's so hard to rate them. Rate Kivio, sorry. But I know the first like how many minutes? Like the first 30 minutes, he was kind of struggling. Bernardo Silva was getting the better of him. Even I think Foden was going to that side and getting a little bit better of him and all that. But overall, remember, he's still part of the team that kept a clean sheet, and he did his job for most of the game. He wasn't exposed. There's some games where back in the day we'd play and Belarus. Now we don't get exposed. If Kivio is making a mistake, there's someone there to help him, and they know how to communicate. In a game like this, you need to communicate. In terms of tackles, he made 1 tackle, 1 blocked shot. He only committed 1 foul, so that is great as well. So for Kivio, part of the team that kept a clean sheet, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. The other fullback, Ben White, the thing with Ben White, in these games, even like against Brentford, where you're kind of struggling to get a winner, he defends well, and then he goes forward and tries to help us score a goal as well. These days he attacks very, very well as well, Ben White. And he kept, even when Grealish came on, I didn't really see much of Grealish. Ben White is always there, going forward well. He created a couple of chances. Those chances from Jesus, the ones that we were saying he missed, a couple of them, both of them are from, I think, Ben White's crosses, him going forward and helping out the team and all that. And Ben White is very underrated. Like, I'm happy if he plays for England, well done. But if he doesn't play for England, it means he always gets to rest 2 more weeks for us and he's fresh for Arsenal. I'm not complaining. So Ben White, I am going to give him 8 out of 10. He also kept a clean sheet, part of the team that kept a clean sheet. 8 out of 10 for Ben White. I absolutely love him. In terms of stats, he had 1 blocked shot. We made 1 tackle. He won 50% of his duels as well. He put in 3 crosses. 2 of them were accurate. I'm not going to complain at all. Centre backs. Oh, we are so blessed to have these guys, man. Saliba and Gabriel. There's a time 2 years ago, I actually thought Saliba would never play for Arsenal because I felt like they were not getting along with Arteta. And there's a time we were trying to debate who should we start, Gabriel or Pablo Mari. People are saying, Pablo Mari is better than Gabriel. Gabriel is not good enough. Put him on the bench. Man. The kind of improvement Gabriel especially has made is incredible. 2 years ago, I think Gabriel was sent off against Man City, if I'm not wrong. He was very rash. He would make stupid tackles, get into unnecessary positions, get on goals here and there, give away penalties. It's a lot of time. Gabriel over the last 2 years, not necessarily in the season, but the previous 2 years since he joined us in 2020. These days, I love that energy that Gabriel brings to the team. Did you see him trying to fight Haaland and tell him, listen, don't mess around with this Arsenal team. That is what we want to see. Men at the back. He doesn't agree to get bullied, doesn't just sit down and, get bullied all over the place. No, not at all. And all the headers he put in, there's 1 block I think he put in from Rodri or someone. That shot was going in. Kept a clean sheet. Haaland, 2 games, no shots at all. 9 out of 10 for Gabriel. Let me take a look at his stats as well. Gabriel before SofaScore is giving him a 6. You're giving Gabriel a 6 out of 10. Listen, I always rewatch the game. I'm going to rewatch the game again. Maybe he did give away the ball a couple of times. Let me look at his stats. But for me, I'm going to give him a 9. If SofaScore want to give him a 6, that's you. I'm going to give him a 9. He had 1 interception, 1 tackle, 4 clearances. He lost 3 of his duels. Okay, I see why they gave him that low. It depends. That's why you say eye test and stats are very, very different. Because all of us, we've watched that game, we feel like Gabriel and Saliba have played really well to mark out Haaland. But if you look at the stats, you'll think Gabriel was the worst player on the pitch because he won 1 out of 7 aerial duels, which means he lost 6 of them, which is not great. Haaland is big and all that, as you can see on screen. They are really competing for the aerial ball. But listen, this is what I watched. I'm giving my ratings according to what I watched. So I'm going to give Gabriel a 9 out of 10. William Saliba, I'm going to give him the same. If Sofa's going to give him a 6 as well, that is up to them. I'm going to give Saliba 9 out of 10 as well. Defensively, kept a clean sheet against Man City, did not get exposed. Another thing I love about these two players, whenever Man City try to like go in behind us, these players have pace. You cannot outrun Gabriel and Saliba. They always communicate. You can always see them talking, all the time, communicating. Saliba is communicating with Ben White. Gabriel is communicating with Kivio. They're communicating with each other as well. And they kept Haaland quiet for 2 games. I'm not going to complain at all. Gabriel was really good. Saliba was really good. Maybe they did make a few mistakes here and there, but hey, we didn't get punished. Why? Because the communication was there and they did everything else. Saliba made 5 clearances, 3 tackles, 1 blocked shot. I'm not going to complain at all. I'm going to give both of them a 9 out of 10. So yeah, let me know. Do you feel like that is too high? Maybe I'm giving them too high. Maybe some of you would give them 8. But Raya 8, Gabriel 9, Saliba 9, Kivio 7, White 8. Jorginho is next up. I do not want Jorginho to go anywhere at all. Like these big games, all of a sudden Jorginho has become one of our most important players where you can have him there. He allows Rice to go forward a little bit. And the way today we kind of had a double pivot to Jorginho and Rice, and he's very comfortable. You can tell he's not fazed by this kind of games. He's won the Champions League, he's won the Euros before. He's very comfortable in such kind of games. Jorginho doesn't get exposed. There's a time he kept on saying Jorginho, he's slow, he's going to get outrun by players like that. And he had 3 long. He completed 3 long passes, accurate 100%. Didn't get involved in any aerial duels and all that, but I think in terms of overall performance, I don't have a problem with Jorginho at all today. I'm going to give him, I think 7 out of 10 is fair for Jorginho. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. When was he subbed off? 65th minute. I think 7 out of 10 is totally fine. Declan Rice today didn't get forward a lot, understandable. He usually gets forward a lot for us. That's why he's been scoring and assisting every single game. But today he knew I have to watch out for I need to watch out for De Bruyne in the midfield, not give him any chances. He won 50% of his duels, and he was always 3 tackles and all that. He was always involved in the play. Like the one thing I love about Rice is the way he carries the ball. You see, I think it was like the 91st or 92nd minute where we were screaming, clear the ball, and just took the ball and he ran with it like past 4 players and then cleared it to, I think it was Martinelli. That composure from Declan Rice, that is what we need. The only thing I did not love about Declan Rice today, the corner kicks. Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 corner kicks to take, and I think 2 of them hit the first man. In a game like this, when you get a corner kick or a free kick, you need to take advantage. And I think the corner kicks today, I think he took like 3 of them. I don't think they were great. So that's going to take 1 mark off his 1 mark off his total. But overall, still is one of the reasons why we can now compete with Man City. By the way, if Rice is not there, we potentially don't get anything from that game. 8 out of 10 for Declan Rice. Ødegaard. As someone said, in the second half, I think he was definitely better. He was creating the pass to Trossard was really good. Like that pass, really good. Like, and he has that potential of just opening up something from nowhere where we're struggling. And it both chances that we had in the second half, it came from Ødegaard. I think Ødegaard pressed and then passed the ball to Saka, and then Saka crossed the ball. He just passed Jesus a little bit, and then the pass to Trossard, that one-on-one chance, it was from Ødegaard. So in terms of that, Ødegaard is really, really good. But there's a couple of times he gave away the balls too easily. I don't know what he was trying. There's a time he was trying to pass the ball to, I think it was Trossard, and literally just gave the ball to the Man City defender. Not great, but I love his pressing. I love his energy. I love his leadership. His through balls and all that. He always gets. That is a player that I'm really hoping he stays at Arsenal for like 10 more years. Like, he's really, really good. He got involved in 17 duels. That is crazy. He made 4 tackles as well. So in terms of defensive work, he's also coming back and doing defensive work, which you love to see, man. Defense starts from the front. We have 4 defenders in terms of the shot number and in terms of the positioning, but in the game you have 11 defenders. You need Ødegaard to defend, you need Jesus to defend from the front, you need Saka to defend, because if you let Gvardiol pass Saka, he's going to overlap and he's going to get a chance to assist the goal. So it's going to be part of the goal. you need to defend from the front, and I think Rice, Ødegaard is one of the players who does that. He created 2 chances. If I was giving halves, I would have given him a 7.5. So 7 or 8. 7 or 8. Because we weren't like completely great attacking wise, but the 2-3 chances he created, a couple of them came from Ødegaard. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, but there's a part of me that feels it's maybe too high. I'm thinking 7, but because he did create those chances in the second half, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Maybe too high. I would have given him a 7.5. Forward players. Let's start with Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. You could tell, like these days, like we have to find a way, like to, you know, when Saka is marked out of the game, we need to find a different way, because in a game like that, like Gvardiol, Diaz, like they were marking him, even 2-3 players. Saka gets the ball, he gets knocked down immediately. Like we need to find a different way. Like if Saka is tired, and someone said Saka still looks tired, he gets knocks every single game. In terms of chances, he did create a chance in the second half that Jesus slightly missed, like it would have been an assist for him. He also got involved in 15 duels, 4 tackles as well. Those are the numbers I always look at as well. Yes, I can look at the attacking, how many crosses have you made? I can look at how many shots did you take, how many key passes did you make and all that. But I also look at how many times he came and defended and took the ball away from the Man City player and all that, and won us fouls to take a bit of pressure away. And he also got involved in a lot of duels, just like Ødegaard. Saka, not his best game, not at all. But defensive contribution is going to add to his mark. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Jesus. Listen, you know, sometimes I was just looking at him like, okay, listen, we know you're Brazilian. We know you're so good in dribbling, but please just shoot the ball. You're dribbling too much. There's one time like oh my goodness, left, right, shoot, left again, right. Listen, he's very good. The way he dribbles, like you can't take the ball away from him. Like he was passing those players like they are not there. And like left, right. He's very good, but you need to take the chance and you need to at least put the shot on target. That is what I want to see, Jesus. I want you to shoot the ball on target. He had 2 chances. He put them both off target. I mean, one of them was a half chance, not like a clear-cut chance, or just like a half chance. But the third one, maybe gamble more from that Saka cross. Maybe they've gotten at the end of that cross. The rest of the game, first of all, the yellow card I didn't like. Don't get yellow card for shouting at the referee. I don't like that. Did he create any chances really? Defensively, I think he did okay. So he making a couple of tackles and he took the ball away from the Man City players a couple of times. I don't want to give anyone a 6. I think 6 is too low because I feel like they all defended very well. But yeah, attacking wise, if I was just rating Jesus as an attacker today, I'd have given him a 5. But because he had a couple of defensive contributions and all that, and his dribbling is good, but shoot the ball quickly next time, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. But that's because I don't really want to give anyone a 6. I feel like all of them did incredible work defensively. Not the best game, though, not his best game. So 7 out of 10. Could have been a 6.5, 7 out of 10, though. Havertz. He didn't really get any. Okay, listen, I actually just remembered. So I was just about to talk about Havertz and the chance that he had. I just remembered that there's a chance that Havertz had, like a slight chance where he collided with the goalkeeper. It was from a good touch from Jesus, and a good pass from Jesus could easily have been a one-on-one chance for Havertz. Listen, the thing that I want from Arsenal players, you know, if you don't score assists, that's not what you need to do. Yes, you can do that, but you don't have to. And if you don't get any chances to do that, just get involved in the play. You know, just get involved in duels, clear the ball, and all that. And for someone like Havertz, I can't lie to you. I saw him the time Man City had their corners. I think I saw Havertz clearing like 4 or 5 of those corners, and I'm happy to see something like that. Come back and help the defense. He did that a lot. In terms of ground duels, I think he lost a few of them against Diaz and Akanji and all that. But let me just confirm that his numbers accurately. Havertz, 6 out of 11 aerial duels. That is great. Competing aerially, that is great. He also cleared the ball for us 3 times. Ground duels, he lost too many of them. Didn't really get involved a lot in the final third in terms of trying to assist or creating chances and all that. We didn't have a lot of the ball, but again, I'm rewarding these players because of their defensive work, not really their attacking work today. And after we've drawn with Man City 0-0 at their place, it's very hard to start saying Saka 4, Havertz 3, Jesus 1. No, I think they defended really well, and we did create a few openings. Just should have done it better, but Havertz wasn't involved in that. Defensively, okay, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 as well. Let me know, would you give these guys less? Jesus, Saka, and Havertz, I've given all three of them a 7, mostly for their defensive work in the game. I've given Ødegaard an 8, I've given Rice an 8, and Jorginho a 7. Hopefully that is fair enough. Players from the bench. Partey was the first one to come on. First of all, I am really happy to see Partey back in the team. Hopefully it does help us between now and the end of the season. After he came on, I think he did great. For the 25 minutes that he was on. I'm going to give Partey a 7 out of 10. Took away the pressure from us most of the times when he got the ball. That is what you need to see. Don't make any silly errors in midfield. And you can tell his confidence on the ball is there. Like when he gets the ball, he's not scared to go past a couple of players and all that. So 7 out of 10 for him. Trossard, again, defensively very good. He was winning tackles and all that in the final, in our final third. But the chance. Yeah, I think he should have passed the ball to Martinelli or been a little bit quicker. 6 or 10. It's so hard. These player ratings are really struggled with like 2-3 players: Jesus, Havertz, and also Trossard. But I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 as well. I'd understand if you gave him a 6. Martinelli also came on. Martinelli came on for Saka. He wasn't involved too much, but that's because we were doing a lot of defensive work the last 50 minutes. So I'm going to give Martinelli a 6 out of 10. Hopefully that is fair enough for the 15 minutes he was on. Tomiyasu also came on. Now, Tomiyasu did well, apart from the time he gave away a silly corner when he should have cleared the ball the other side. I think he did well against Doku, you know. Doku was forced to shoot on his left foot off target and all that. So I'm going to give Tomiyasu 7 out of 10 as well. Mikel, those are all the subs, right? Mikel Arteta. Listen, that's the first time we've gone to Man City and taken a point since 2015. We defended really, really well. Subs, maybe you can argue maybe Martinelli, if he was 100% fit, should have been brought in earlier. I would agree with that. I was happy when Doku came on and then he brought in Tomiyasu right away. He didn't wait for us to concede a goal and then sort out the problem. He sorted out the problem that was not even yet a problem. He sorted it out. So a clean sheet at Man City. We haven't lost to Man City this season, 3 games. We are now competing with Man City. We are now competing with Liverpool. We've built a very good squad. Like, things are looking really good. Attacking wise, it didn't do a lot, but in terms of just keeping them out and shutting them out and defending well and set pieces, all the corners that Man City got, we cleared them out and all that. I'm going to give Arteta an 8 out of 10 for today. Happy with the draw. If it was a win, obviously 10 out of 10. I was tempted to give him a 9 out of 10, but defensive work and the way he set up the team and the way we were compact, we didn't allow De Bruyne too many times to cross the ball, didn't allow Haaland any space. 8 out of 10 from Mikel Arteta. And I wouldn't understand if we gave him a 9 out of 10.